talk now to Charles Caraway with Caraway Injury Attorneys. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again.
And we're talking about personal injury law, of course. And where do you find? How do we find like a really good personal injury attorney when you're looking for one? What are the good things?
I think one of the most important things when you're looking for any type of attorney is you look for an attorney that specializes. And so attorneys are doctors of law, and just like you would want a specialist if you were sick, some sort of doctor that specializes in one particular area, you're going to want to look for an attorney that specializes in one area. They're going to likely be better at that one particular thing. Another thing that's probably really important, and you're going to find this out through the initial consult and talking with the doctor or with the lawyer, is you want to have a good relationship with them, and you want to be able to talk openly with them, and you want to be able to understand what they're telling you as far as the information is concerned.
Nice. Now, what about the consult and the cost? Because that's obviously going to be important to someone.
A personal injury attorney, by and large, they don't really cost the client anything out of pocket. It's a contingency fee arrangement, which means that the attorney is going to front all of the costs, all of the expenses, and at the end of the case, when you do get a settlement, if you get a settlement, that's how the attorney is going to pay themselves back. They're going to get a percentage of whatever it is that you ultimately make. Typically, it's between 30 and 40%. It goes up the farther you progress with litigation, ultimately ending in trial.
Okay. At this first meeting, when you first meet, what are some of the other things that should be kind of discussed at this initial consultation?
During the consultation, which they're always free, and they last typically between 30 minutes to maybe 2 hours, depending on the complexity of the case, you're going to discuss the entirety of your case. It's good in that initial consultation to go through all of the relevant facts with regards to personal injury. And after that, the attorney should kind of sit with you and explain to you the litigation process. Go with you through what you can expect, how long that you can expect to take part in the litigation process. You don't really talk about what the value of the case is because you don't know at that stage if it's early on, but you can talk about how cases are evaluated, and you talk about what you want to look for in a good case and how to ultimately get the best result. During the initial consult, one of the most important things for a person to do is to ask their attorney questions. You want to be able to ask as many questions as you can possibly think of, and you want that attorney to explain things to you until you understand and until you're comfortable with everything.
So once you get through all of that, can an attorney then refer a client to a doctor? Can that happen there?
So that's kind of a touchy subject with regards to attorneys. You should never see an attorney that is going to tell you to go to a doctor. That's a no-no. But if let's say you don't have insurance or you don't like the way that your insurance is treating you, you can talk to the attorney about doctors that they know, and then they can ultimately set you up with those doctors through referrals and things like that. Ultimately, you're in charge of your own treatment, and you're the one that knows what's wrong with you. You're the one that's going to make the best decision as far as what to get better. The attorney's job is just to make sure that you meet the appropriate people in order for that treatment to occur.
Great, great. All right, Charles. Well, thanks so much. I was going to say, last thing I was going to say is basically, how do you know you need a personal injury attorney?
If you've been hurt, if somebody else has injured you and they're at fault for that, and maybe you try and deal with the case yourself and you don't get anything through the insurance company, at that point it's probably a good idea to contact an attorney and see what you can do.
Great. All right.
All right.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
So it's Caraway Injury Attorneys. There you go. You see it right there on your screen. Give them a call at 655-5555. Get all of your injury attorney needs taken care of right here at Caraway Injury Attorneys. Thanks a lot.